hate when title screen songs sound good.
For context, got the TC event that occurred in Masdo is Masdo utilizing the ban list without, like 3 sets of cards. I understand, but it was something, right? So Maxi, notoriously, is the banned card in the TCG and OCG have Maxi. Two very different perspectives and philosophies of the game, I suppose, from West and East. But some Chinese players over on this forum here had a chance to try out the TCG event, and they gave their takes on playing in a format without Maxi. I'm only translating upvoted comments as it represents takes people agree with and not just a specific commenter. I want to point out that the OCG China has a different mindset and even meta from OCG. For context, OCG banlist decisions are heavily influenced by Japan results and feedback, and China often feels unnoticed. Weird. The most recent example was Super Heavy Adamant Spitter dominating China, but not Japan.
I'm adding a self-inflicted rule that I wish I could implement myself, but I'm not too good at editing mod files and stuff. Where were we? Last left off. Goal is still to beat the Ender Dragon. Ah, right. Trying to get to the Nether. I just remembered about the Explorers and the Nature's Compass, which are both gonna be helpful, so I crafted them. And I'm looking for buried structure, for buried treasure. And apparently there's one kind of close by. Oh, nice, the title screen. Still playing. So, I think guns are too powerful. They're too useful. So I'm proposing a limitation to them. So this thing that's useless is mandatory now. That way I actually have a reason to use a bow. The crossbow does not have infinity, which sucks because it's already kind of a niche weapon as it is. But at the very least, by doing this, I will probably encourage myself, ever so slightly, to use a little bit more. Let's try going for a stack. All of our bullets. What's going on with the DUI here? You can't carry multiples, right? Okay, no. So I'm forced to just bring one gun. Yeah, who gives a shit? I love guns. Managing resources. Please. Bring the horsey. What did I name her? Did I ever give her a name? How do you do wall runs again? Here you go. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Horseback riding. A third person. Feels good.
So this is like a representation.
Holy shit. What is going on? I think I got away.
As someone who doesn't like the card anymore, as someone who really likes the card now, how can you like don't like I don't know how to okay like I guess less and whoever draws it I've seen and okay but at the same time it's happened less often. Actually backbuild. Right now, actually, build around it. Actually, because we make that happen. You can see how that is doesn't happen all, but there are things to play around it.
Now what's with this lag? Let me go close some stuff.
Great example of around the bank. Like a lot of decks and stuff that have like pass cards. But yeah. Anyway, this is obviously like card like this. I think it's quite argument is how can I go see not going second game. That's the basic thing. Then, argument well I need my deck with first deck. I'm see what finding like rolling a little bit something currently
Golden tropical fish. There it is.
not. Ability to part of this one by random fantasy. It's nothing. But I don't think that that's better. The thing is, like, this is technically not. If Maxi shouldn't be bad, okay, that's an opinion. But the rest of it, like, Max. And his background is not. Master, alright. No, it's fine. Oh,
Where did my horse go?
and this part about everything has to be a massacre. I don't know if it's like a max. I mean, this is like the left on the file. But I don't know if it's bugs really against you. Be nerfed to prevent full and see.
Oh, Laurel Garden. Another very cold biome.
Maxi. Like, this is the worst thing. Like, I don't even feel that bad. Like, when they get to go first, behind trouble, and they go bad like that, tell me. I like it. What?
Seriously, where did my horsey go? Why is she always so good at running off to somewhere I literally can never find her? And I didn't realize it was almost nighttime.
Giving the say something like telephone lady speed. I've never been brilliant. I'm not gonna comment on it. Still fans of others. Don't forget, like, take all these arguments about how like this breaker targeting not more no. Like my card goes in the train I'm worse. That's also I'm worse feeling.
Eat.
Why absolutely. He's used all that as effectively. Looking. I'll tell my friend over guy is spending. He is impressive. Why is he almost it's too late. It's too late. Not to not see. You're a bad listener. But it's not. I'm like, that is very cool. That's cool. I think that's true. Well, why things require a balance? Now, balance, character, lock drive, magic drive, whatever else is melody, and them all. Um, And
Where the
whenever
fuck did my horse
he comes
go?
close to you, how does that sound? And I'm still with us this is by the way, this is X that are the worst thing that
Oh
you're not
my
going to
god.
gain stats, right?
No way.
For other cards, right? Like zero, get rid of like further right. And one thing
Someone
also like
murdered her.
not like one. Take your else from that. Your cards are bound in it. X like one. They're
Fucking
no.
bullshit. No.
Cards around it, not one card. So how many other cards in that? Example,
What
like
the
they
hell
are
is this?
like every level level three. Watch this one. X the skill for
Looks
the
like we have to walk
right?
home.
Which is the skill? Yeah.
Cold.
Wow. That's a right? Skill? Yeah. That's funny. And sarcastic. What? Cards the strong super and the power and the are able to control the lower and the have this luxury. Extras unlike
Exactly, yeah, people say
because
Maxime
extras
makes
have
their
decks.
non-meta deck stronger, but it
The
does
default
the
is for
opposite.
seconds already.
It makes rogue decks weaker.
That's the thing. Maxim with super calling that powerful. Like the shit deck. Imagine your deck and like kept it deck by it's like, oh wow, great. My team have a decent deck. Well, that's just unfair. I feel leveled up. Granted, thank you, like just that's sweet. And then that first switch back to the pick at 60 pick like pick cards. It's sketch with extra deck special summons might be better. Ideally, take it ability. Not get right
Need
back
to
to
find
the other
another.
stuff. Talk a little about this. Talk a little
Where am I slower?
now
Must be
one
because
about
of the
the
cold.
special decks as mentioned. Mostly in this discussions, but doesn't require too many breath. Ah yes, I got signed up. Yeah, just tell your Chinese friends to go. I'm sure. I'm sure. I've been as well. List. Maybe that's also random. Also able.
It's a donkey. Holy shit.
Eating 6 things allows
Oh, never mind.
use
Its jump height is
for
atrocious.
each outside of this right ledge. First one. Join this one. By the way, first one is interesting. This is of the chart.
that song, honestly. The only real difference between Hush and them is that for them it's not beyond, but for us it is, which is objectively better. Alright, how do we make the lamp? Main. To be able to make that with everything we have. Their inventory still gets cluttered so quickly. They really should just increase the number of slots and stacks. The only real argument against inventory expansion is PvP. You're still only limited to 9 slots. What exactly are you gonna do with more inventory? A wider variety of potions on your inventory, I guess. Not a PvP expert, but I really don't see a way. Alright, now we need the thingy. Still need to go to the nether. I assume if it weren't for all of the modded biomes, getting fuel for this wouldn't be so hard.
Appaloosa and Savage should understand no exceptions. Some point archetypes when the best way to play them is to vomit out the same 4 to 5 boss monsters and call it a day. That right there is a freaking statement. That is a production. This man is here for blood. Like that is just let's put the foot down. To show that these was the greatest examples of these decks. For example, Adamant's opinion. And you just say like, you know what, these decks are just one another. They do the exact same thing. Get out. It's on the field a bunch of. That is basically like combo deck for the last like however long I've went. So and they go, Loki, I want to see Masquerade. Loki, I'll take that further. I want to see. Anyway, psychotic takes aside. Let's. Cheer. No, no, no. Can I just? I don't want to be. For again, that's for the coup. 100% if Masquerade wasn't saying like that card should be. I promise. It is just brain opinion that wants Masquerade. If Masquerade was not a woman, say Masquerade. Just print. I want you to like for Masquerade. about what it does and how broken it is, right? Now I want you to work of dark geroid. Okay? I'm about dark geroid. I want like some stupid random angle. Now I want you to start the game. I believe Trigate Wizard Power Credit. Trigate Wizard Power Credit. Trigate Wizard Power Credit. Very specific. Never read. I feel right next like an actual tier one and deck. Oh, read and that deck
Oh, it starts with full
like
fuel.
Spiral.
That's
Spiral
that's
Critical
good. That's important.
set up. I don't think
So first priority
so. Yeah,
in the Nether
genuinely,
is
like I
to
don't
get
think
soul
I don't
springs
think
so we
Trigate
can
was power. It's
farm
just
them in
like
the overworld for the
uh,
lamp.
have the deck back. As soon as Gravity Select, you know what? You know what? It, that's just another like I mean that again. Like, power. I see. But five buys here. Action on Animax. Off. Crazy. Like out. Judgment. I'm telling that shit is fun. They don't ever. Guys, I'm just. I mean, I was involved. Now, I don't know what it is with Matt. My first. It has like 100,000 are obsessed with Cardinal. That was what is it? One of these that just has like a like stun one, stun dude, stun. Yeah. One of my highest magic stuff. My brother, you are perfect. I'm perfect. From you. Freaking I'm smart. I love when this far back text and they look awesome. Last one's management. Now it's like imagine us. I'm really funny. I picked up. Out first. I will never question. So this is a love friend. I able. Oh, you have to. Okay. Judgment. The last time I had from like. But now it's just classic. This is like classic. Like give some context here, especially tells it like up until like 2000, like I want to say it was like I'm only I just found a bunch of active factors. What I mean by that, like Eric some guys that did on just like sending action arts, maestro, honor art, etc. etc. Whereas now, like, almost like, I mean, never like the end. Like, that's kind of like a huge ball that could have run up. Lobster. After I see some horse. Not to mention now eventually. That whole the barons of like grandpa's fucking what made my history 100% accurate. Like the fact like like oh but like I that's that right you know just awesome. Come on, come on. Aaron, kill this sleep guys. Just he actually that make that much massive happiness. Oh, I'm attracted to the I remember. I'm going Iron like for Europe. Doesn't matter. Like, ridiculous. Oh, like, yes, I do. Like, I mean, actually, I went back from 5 months. I wouldn't go back to the for all I did. I don't love it. And look like one.
Where do I put these? 'Cause these are all useless. I mean, right now. I guess they count as tools.
This is like gonna absolutely terrorize my god. Okay. Has it anyone want to show me first here? I thought like this like or I like I don't know. Actually I had every head. Just a whole ass face. Fuck. Funny how many people right now are actually I'm like if you really focus on top that's a unit shot. Oh, the bar viewer. I didn't say that.
Cope.
Irma, like absolute highest I think actually possible hard part. Yeah, $1,000 got you Ultra Minerva, doesn't it? To see what an Ultra Minerva is today. Want to see what an Ultra Minerva is today? 70 cents apparently. Where's the prize card for it? Someone go put this in their basket right now, just to give the seller a heart attack.
Holy mother of
If
Jesus.
you want an ultra rare Minerva, it's only 100,000. So stopped if you bought one in 2006. I didn't say the format was affordable. I just said, what's the? By the way, just like forgot, the format was very affordable. This was like a good deck. It was viable. It was a meta deck, but you absolutely in Minerva Turbo had was three structure decks. Metal I think was relative. Paleo I think was viable at the time, although that could a couple months after that like that had the no this was ironic. Yeah. I was waiting for my Pokemon deck to get your money. Just showing us a random Pokemon is like so nervous. I think you know all about King Bush. Oh, don't forget. You'll want to remember that Megan in that video, Nightman was discussing why you need to hold lightning. He said that lightning is so efficient. That's right? Well, it was the moral sword of 2000.
I hate this fucking chasm.
I don't know what's going on.
I forgot I needed to wear a fucking crown.
Like I think over in the
Let's repair my crown.
wasn't first. Kind of forget about it. It was good. It just had to be very specific. It was only good against like a very specific like type of track. Based up the cards, where removing a body was actually relevant. I think like covering like a rat here, myself. That was about it. There's like a big significant. I'd say like the main hallmark is casual, like the year 2019. That had this like influx of hand traps, proliferation of just 20 different hand traps that the game. Well, it acted number
Big.
idea how it's been allowed to it's time. It's the last 10. Yeah, negative and quote unquote downside of Apple is that it's like the main argument why most stuff is fair. I don't think that argument really sticks, to be honest with you. Okay, but that's the question. But like the argument that's about it didn't really argue. It just believes like 20 games like who would win. The games or like a guy with a sword. But okay, that's what it comes down to.
You know, I should just make this my workplace.
What do you Fenrir rat counter? What is a Fenrir rat counter? Come back up. Dude, I'm unjustified in this crap, okay? Fenrir is you don't understand like how stupid it is. Okay. I guess that was the
Yeah, I keep seeing that guy everywhere, just like Maxi
Fenrir rat counter up to
in
June, like
Master Duel.
engine and like one negate. can't play through the monsters and anything else you might have. Every meta combo deck doesn't just end on Apple. It ends on Orlo, Savage Dragon. All three style something that's popular too. So we invited or something. I think it's like kind of ridiculous. Have by the way, actually, like, what is good about this? Get rid of like the actual cards on the top. I don't know. It's much paradoxical. Having a box under a box, and you're in a situation where that box, that's like well, what do you do? Just ban all of these cards and never design generic like and cross monster and what you end up. Alternatively, you end up in a situation where you have a Madness Vector as like your best, right? And I was thinking about this the other night. Right? Now, is that card, for example, the Madness Vector like 2, is it's custom card, like actual critical knocking, like thunder stomping, they cast like what is very specific. Can't run it any other method. So the problem is that for like methodology when it comes to making cards, and card types can become more fairer. Yeah. So, but in some ways it's boring. Now you kind of call it like I don't think there have been as many interactions because we want alpha vibrax to come with as alpha vibrax, right? Now imagine if alpha vibrax would come in crystal also prior to crystal as that card that on the run. Okay? So this two things. Like think based on how to design X Vector. Think Magic Vector. You think Sound Dragon, right? Like that's where you go. What is the balance? What is the middle ground? They're even event diagram. I don't think ourselves from combo nonsense. And I see what you have to make which formats focused around specific boss monster. Well, honestly, like I would just say like we need to bring back bullet. As much as like
Steve.
The community behind it, mostly, but I can't say that Brandon is one of the most like best design decks ever. No hard thinking. There's multiple different interesting types of interaction. Because like right, technically, pretty well balanced. But pretty well made deck. Fair, interactive. Yes, guys, love them all. Deck has like but for the most part, like you actually play against Branded, like they are interactive, are pretty like reasonable. Like I will tell you, like games against Branded that I played that don't involve the puppet lock have genuinely been pretty good back and forth. So as much as I hate on this shit, it's honestly one of the well-designed decks. Well, Branded too, definitely need some adjustments, right? I think like for anything in your deck was obviously a little bit problematic, but overall I think
Where the hell's the materials for everything else?
And well, I might not like this. That's on the other hand. Monsters that shape them. Or I think all of them shape that have stare down the same handful of boss monsters every time we go below. I would rather stare down Apamosa, Baron, Savage, Masquerena than ever look at a Rise Heart again. I will take both. Like let's say like every single I play my opponent acts with a dueling skill and it's like begin your duel with Savage, Apollosa, Masquerena. I will take that over ever having to look at a fucking Arise Heart again. But these cards do part is amazing ideas and mechanics are so. For example, I have this favorite excavate the earth to hide rocks to the remove and when I okay, I just want crash lands on the planet, turns into a dragon, and has a war with like some other like cult organization. Oh, let me show you this deck out of us. Make it that so boring.
That is excavate the earth to find rocks to push your balls. Slide on your hard finger. Now let's set up your rescue option with all these.
The picture of like like holy crap, yeah. That's definitely a yeah, that's banana.
That means let's just shoot for this to be how much cosmos this is possible. If you
Okay, birthday was
five times.
I just say that we're halfway I feel like now we're getting to it where maybe like I don't know random ads need to say a little bit more than random I don't like.
Some decks like swords.
Nice. Winter finally over.
Whoa, what? Your skin.
Sword Souls cards and Lost Monster. It's just, I think these cards aren't their best when you need something from generic cards as a concept. I think it's working. I think the best way Lost Monster has designed cards for the past few insanely powerful. All the decks have some potential to pick up second having to pause. I hope in the future this is what
Nuclear take. I think I1 should have not stopped you from summoning to them. You're allowed to just pop that bitch onto like any other card and just bounce. I straight up like I think that card could have been. I think it should have been that. Real talk. I'm not even joking. I would love to have card just be for now. Those Zodiac stick robot. Okay, sure. Awful pick. Think so? Well, that's my nuclear. Get one per day.
I mentioned before that the extra deck this Lost Monster last 5%. This is a
Okay, 0.9 off in
card like
okay, wake it up.
in my opinion. Fantastic design, absurd and insane cost for and any amount of the
Hey, you guys, I'm just like, you know, I hated him because he spoke the truth thing. This is me. You guys want to hear another nuclear take? The World Goddess should have been a link, and they can drop them down to. They should have just made it like one less, and that would have been sick. That would be. Oh, I'm the bad master. I'm just yeah. It just makes it easier to link away your opponent. You get a link over. He was worth monsters plus one. Get to me. Plus effect monsters. Yeah, 3 plus. Yeah, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. Take those seconds. I'm down for it. But it matters. Stop the platform. Right back going second. Going second is.
Jesus Christ.
Wrong though. Ain't wrong. again, why the hell does that not require a rocket? Access code, like, take a deck that has like a quote unquote like a combo deck, maybe a couple of its that's cracked, doesn't have that much follow up. Oh, Nightmare Unicorns, last card, access code, as long as you have 27. But I think making pays like significantly cards was definitely weird, right? I feel like that shouldn't be, because like the trade-off in my opinion is like, okay, well, you can dominate for one, and you also just get to one-shot your own turn two. Like, what's the weakness, right? It's like weakness there, therefore that comes into outset hand trap. That's like a really bad weakness. I mean bad weakness. Like not doesn't really create fun games. Isn't it good to create wrong? That's what the issue is. Crazy fun. Like an adamant. What happens all the time. So I think that's yes, getting the most painful after they establish one. Drawback. Combo deck is good. Drawback is actually quite short. I just said historically I'm a terrible marriage.
Skill. And a chance to recover and die turn as always. The aspects of also second half when that's the scenario of all the games. Two turns and games slam them. And for that and stuff. I think all of it.
There's too many bosses in the nether.
That's what
What is this?
it's back to like and to back more than back in so there and on the other side. This one now it's all the jump.
Interesting.
Oh god.
We're kind of going back to game by the way. Making this 5% exact same thing.
Problems. Also snake.
Which by the way, veterans are going first too as well. Let's again, it's not even about going second. You just summon veteran going to do the rest of your ridiculous. I'm sorry. North here does
That happened.
There.
That's like an hour ago. Okay. You go subscribe to Red Boy. And that's okay. Yes, so we are. Like that little run.
We got 8. That should be more than enough to get us started. We'll be getting those blaze rods yet.
Very difficult. I think that's like all I think like breaks all the back but also Eric and like something that can encourage creativity. I don't think like
Jesus Christ, those are eyeballs.
acts like
Ah, it's spring. Perfect. Or almost spring.
That's like the trade-off. Balance the game.
I hope.
Also boring. Anyway, new video.
I don't think modern Yu-Gi-Oh needs to slow down. Oh yeah, I still need to move the empty this bucket for now. Ah, place is way too cramped. I could make it bigger, but I already have quite a bunch of soul sand. You burn yourself there. Kinda dangerous. Right, so I believe you need lava. Right, consumed your body temperature. Yeah. I don't. I like to keep a water bucket so I can water bucket MLG, but like it rarely ever comes up. Plus, I have parkour. Just dump this. There a nearby lava pool anywhere I can I can steal some lava from? Over there.
Alright, let's read the Maxi article. Okay, so we're gonna see a lot of English here because it's Google translated. So, yeah, I don't know who it's from, but it's on a Japanese website posted days ago. So surely it's accurate and true and real and representative of the OCG understanding of the card. Hello everyone, I'm Aiden. I'm a fun and loud old man who posts card game videos, only Yu-Gi-Oh on YouTube. Oh look, it's Japanese purple. That's a loud old man. This time, doing the 15th installment of the Strongest Cards in the Universe project. We introduce some of the most famous cards from multiple online enthusiasts according to the birthdays and days Max. The strong perspective on hand traps have become a necessity in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! The overwhelmingly strong card that's never disappeared from the tournament scene as the deck. It's been predicted as the strongest card in Yu-Gi-Oh! That is not a magician or a dragon, but a cockroach. It is no laughing matter that it distorts Yu-Gi-Oh! For better or for worse and dominates the environment. Today's featured card is Masuji, which appeared in the Extra Pack Volume 4. Player any chain up G. Go through? Yes, go through. End of time. The bad translation makes this. I can't tell you how many times I've heard this over the last few years. Among the strongest cards, here comes one that can truly be called the strongest, presently and forever. Cockroach has used his abilities, which are a perfect match for modern Yu-Gi-Oh! The concept of being the strongest because of how simple his abilities are helped many duelists commit as many slaughters as he could. I'm gonna blame this on Google Translate. I don't think he said this. There are many players who strongly argue the existence of this card has greatly distorted Yu-Gi-Oh! The tournament scene, the level of resistance to this card has become one of the indicators of a deck's power. It can be said that this card is undoubtedly the symbol of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I think to translate that a little bit better, essentially, the better your deck can play through Maxi, the better it is. If your deck is resistant to Maxi, then it's got plays on the Maxi. Very important in consistency over the course of a long tournament. This time I'd like to take a look back at the history and background of this multiplying G, and thoroughly debate how much of an impact he has on the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! When you special, you draw one. That's the thing that was said about the strong, proliferating G. I don't think there's any need to explain it further, but let's take another look. Level 2 Earth Action Insect that can be discarded from hand, draw one for each special summon. Once the effect is activated, the process of drawing a card becomes an effect process and can be prevented by general interference. If you called by a resolved Maxi, no draw. I think you do, right? In modern times, with the increase in counter cards, may not make much sense, but because of the high degree of freedom that allows
lava.
the activated
Back to save us water because I thought it was annoying that it didn't. I mean, ultimately this will make lava harder to deal with. That's the reason why it isn't infinite. It can't be an infinite, so you can't make an infinite source of lava.
And it's no exaggeration to say that when activated, it has the ability to essentially suppress and skip the
But like
turn.
it makes so much sense for things to be consistent,
G
you
is
know?
so powerful, it's not rare for players to end their turn without doing it. Value of each card in your hand in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is explained in this article. Tracing its history, it was originally created as an overseas card. Yeah, TCG exclusive. Fun fact, by the way. When it arrived in Japan, it wasn't a game where everyone is making development plays like today. Development plays in translation. A few moves that incorporate general purpose trap cards were popular. Because of this, it was initially a card for the side deck that could be included depending on the environment and matchup. In an era when themes like Proxy, Angel, Wallspring, Sacred Seal were popular, the impression was the versatile Effect Veiler, effective to a certain extent, also on the same hand traps, was effective against slow tempo decks with prioritized for main board. That sentence was weird. What are these cards? Proxy, Angel, into Wallspring, the Sacred Seal. Proxy, Angel, is that? Like Agents? Is that what that is? CG names? Yeah, I know. Waters Web, Phantom. Waters Web, yes. Anyone have an idea as to which ones? I think they're agent cards, right? The Venus? I could probably try to translate them if I saw the Japanese names. Oh well. As time went on, the gameplay of Yu-Gi-Oh! Became faster and faster. In the later XC era, it became common to perform multiple specials in one turn to get a strong board state. Environment changed further during the 9th series, changed drastically into a modern first-come, first-served game, in which players prepare a large number of cards to disrupt the opponent action. Around this time, the gameplay began to depend more on special summons, and G became essential. Its success has not changed at all, right up to the present day. In other words, since the 9th series began in 2014, as it entered an environment where special summoning is the norm. So almost no opportunities for G to rest, even in the present day. Regarding limitations, it was once made a semi-limited card in the 10th revision in October 1st, 2017, but quickly lifted months later. Yeah, I forgot about this. So in TCG, Maxi went to 2 and then 1 in like 2008. Multiple ban lists in a row. In OCG, I believe they semi-limited Maxi and they semi-limited Ash Blossom. And then they put them back to 3. That was really random. It's like they almost decided, wow, that's insane. I forgot about that. They definitely semi-limited those cards and then put them back. The result shows that even at the time, it was already the strongest meta card used in almost all decks, but without G, the power balance would be lost because there was too many cards with high development power. As you can see from the fact that G has not been regulated since then, the current Japanese environment has been in this state forever. Are they going to mention TCG? They are. What's interesting is that TCG, it became a semi-limited card in 2016, limited in 2017, then banned in 2018. Interesting that it's a banned card in its home country, but with the ban of G, the Japanese received a completely different gameplay. Simply put, OCG, which allows the use of 3, continues to create new cards that inflate development power as before, but T, there's a number of restrictions on development cards and destructive cards that are the goal of development that are allowed in Japan. This is like the biggest dichotomy between OCG format. OCG format, basically, they're allowed to have no broken special summoning billboard cards like Electromite, they had Halka Fiber Axe longer than we did, they had Walk Dragon longer than we did, they had Magic Dragon longer than we did, and you'll notice that even, I'm sure there's other cards as well. Master, for example, has Verte, they had Unique Carrier longer as well. They still have block. Oh, OCG still has block? But not Master. I'm absolutely curious about that. Anyway, the logic and the idea is that, well, OCG is allowed to have more crazy combo decks because Maxi, quote-unquote, the pit deck. I don't get that. I don't like that logic. I think it's very silly. I'm not a fan of it. Because all that really means is, okay, cool, if I play against a wombo combo deck, I have a 66% chance of not opening Maxi. So, they still get to do that. But on the downside is that the loss here is that if I'm playing even a rogue deck, I'm still losing to Maxi. Because if I'm playing like a deck which summons like what, 4 times to make like a crystal wing, I'm making my opponent go +3 to make a fucking crystal wing pass. You know what I mean? So anyway, we don't need to revisit the Maxi argument again. But holy crap, like the logic I just don't get it. Cannot be said that this is the only reason. The conclusion is that G has affected the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! To the extent that the existence of other cards is determined by whether or not G exists. The most recent overseas limit has seen a big topic of discussion regarding restrictions on Demon Smith, and Apollosa. In addition, cards such as Fleur, Barrelhorn, S Dragon. Dude, I love their names. Demon Smith, Fleur the Baron, Barrelhorn, which are often used in the goal of development, have already been banned. So cards that end up being generated for high level.
Yeah, I'm already not down on this thing.
Yeah, powerful cards get banned faster. Although G is a major cause of division, in Japan it's still possible to copy, so basically 3 copies can be included in every deck. The deck, regardless of whether it's compatible with bad. But I have to say, one of the stylish points that has become possible to access this card in a variety of ways recently. An example in an insect deck can be searched from Resident Bug, Retaliate, or in the case of Frog, searched by bouncing it, by summoning its Sprite and Frog. Swamp Frog is called Demon Frog? That's crazy! Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, if your deck is, I think it's so interesting that the difference in the TCG OCG format. There was a Sprite format in OCG for like a format where it was like 95% Sprite. Like if you weren't playing Sprite, it was terrible. Like you were just not having a good time. I don't know what the deal with tier limit was personally. I can't remember if they hit it early or if it was after tier got hit or if Sprite was just better than tier in OCG. But we didn't have two. We didn't have two initially. Yeah, there were some big changes for the Ishizu cards. Yeah, okay. But yeah, Sprite was really insane over there because you had the added benefit of the Search Maxi and Sprite. So, which is crazy to think that Sprite of all decks was the best deck. When Sprite is a deck that pretty much uses Maxi. Right? Like, what do you do in Sprite if you get Maxi?
Nope. Just like with other.
Make Elf pass. Get some resources on your opponent's turn and trap them, I suppose, right? Like, you know? Game 2. Now that I've explained its history, I'd like to talk about the present. Even now, the OCG where you can use 3 various events have been established around this, so I'd like to introduce them. Regarding deck construction, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Where decks basically deploy a large number of cards, become the norm, special summons are avoidable. As a countermeasure, Ash Blossom, Graveyard the Designator, and Eradication Designator, it's called like Crossout, are almost all essential. In some cases, Eradication Designator may not be used, often useless, but the other two have generally strong abilities. Why is Crossout useless? But it's not an exaggeration to say that any deck that is even slightly heavy on G is a fixed slot for it. Whether it's good or bad, these cards have tended to be put into decks less in the American TCG environment. Why does it keep saying American? Does he not know Europe plays TCG? G has disappeared from this world. Though it can be said that their strength is guaranteed by the existence of G, although they are strong individually, it can be said that G has made them fixed slots in the current situation. Mentioned about this treat comment that you can say the match starts after an air battle multiplying. I mean, that's true. That's true. That is literally true. Every game in Master just a bunch of like side quests of who can resolve or not resolve matches. That is another thing that is just going on all the time. And with multiplying GB, Harley can almost certainly stop them. First player, it's second player have a fair number of counter cards, but everyone is second player like G. Call it G. Control. As mentioned above, one of the effects of G on the environment is the level of resistance for evaluating power of deck. Commonly known as how well a deck can. For example, deck types such as Wonka, which are extremely strong against, are powerful in their own, but since they don't use special summons, they are also or they frequently appear to have shown the world how powerful it is to win trigger cards that almost certain deck. Well, I don't know how true this is. Like, maybe at the time, but I feel like things have not been as like look at the Pride Seal. This is not exactly a anti-maxi deck. Ekai, Enpai, like they're all just decks that kind of don't like getting the maxi, you know?
Hey, that's my house.
Fine, I guess. Who cares? You're gonna kill me. But for the example, Runic and Blood. Like, when is Runic been? I don't know. The fuck is Ryzeal? Just what is Ryzeal? The recent one, YOT 64. There you go. 25% of the meta are Ryzeal. Decks are not fans of Maxi. Might as well. What is 10-5 looking? 5 is. Shout outs to Malice. Malice is the deck that loses cards in Maxi. Why you don't see much of it over there, but it's like another example is Unchained. Unchained was kind of like the best deck in Team. It was super powerful, strong. And Ocean never good. Ever. Terrible. Unchained, strong. Was really in the team comparatively. Was it really the best deck? I didn't say that. Yep, that's your deck list. Ross, Maxi, Match, Osal, Komai. There we go. There we go. But all these Ryzeal decks just closer those bonfire birds. Oh, it's not modern deck though. Oh, fascinating. 10-5 is overall nice. Gold, gauntlet, layer. That's not cool. That's the solo warning.
Yeah, you can craft.
So how many engine cards is there here? Like, well, that's. I think the shifter isn't that good. Wait, it doesn't have rights. But I think it's like sort of like
Okay, the vertical slab mod is a little unintuitive. There we go.
Yeah, that was like a random spec. Two deck that are friends with 8. But then again, there's also the chances of great again. Reasons why I think bad guy. Oh, so defense is a factor in other general development decks. How many cards do you put on how well they can compromise more leader of the deck's power? Common example of development. What is this guy thinking? How did that turn into like never higher what?
Huh, they drop sticks as well.
Depending on the matchup.
That's where the sticks came from.
Bitch, I mean, this guy was backed up with hand traps is kind of crazy, right? So, yeah, Ryzeal doesn't, why probably Ryzeal strong. Loki, I think Malice is going to be better than Ryzeal. What I thought, I think Malice better than the or shifter. So, well, you probably might. No.
Let's see what we can do
What is that?
with these as our resources. Let me go buy some more food from our chef.
only draw one card. Given up in the development service, lament blades for the destruction of the first world. What? They got lament destruction of the first world? Hello? They didn't stop translating. Transliterate. Has the disruptive ability to strong defense, but allows you to prepare minimum disruption. I assume color. Develop during a large amount of graveyard. Fertilizer. That's what we're calling grave shift. Fertilizer. So you can prepare disruption after the effect is off. Master the world's WCS very high. I don't know if he's going to mention later part of the article, but this doesn't have a lot to do with the very end per se, or that it's
there you are.
or
Lana.
others. Filament is a good deck for the World Championship format, specifically because it's shared cards. If there wasn't a shared card, everyone would just
Let me take a couple of these as well.
Little bits of other things around the perk. That's basically. The thing about tier is that it has no crossover. Like, for entire main deck and extra, it doesn't have any contradiction. Shared card issue. Some of the other decks. That's the strongest use. But the game strength is compact development.
Holy shit.
Whereas other decks will be failures. Cat, drawing corner, drawing beast, right? Like they're drawing more.
Alright, they don't drop any food, even though they're a cow. That kinda sucks. Alright, so there's another fortress here. I'm pretty sure that's another fortress. At least. Dying in the nether would really suck. Oh! Holy shit, this squid is trying to kill me! Let's just do this. This. Oh, yo, blaze powder, where? Are there other ways to get blaze powder? Oh, shit. Jeez. Can that just fucking stop? Drop slime balls too. Oh shit. Holy shit, this biome is creepy.
the end. I feel like that's
Oh yeah, my beloved Nether OST. Ugh. Glowstone's good. Roomlight can just spawn naturally. Why are all the bitches out against me? Kinda want at least 5 blaze powder. Just get used to them showing up, I guess. Where the hell did the rest of the fucking squids go? Ooh. for now, I suppose. Piglin made it through. Couple of piglins. That's fine. Thankfully it's still daytime. Alright, with this I can go mining now. Remember, that was the entire goal here. That was the whole reason I wanted blaze powder. Let's go make those night vision potion. I watched this already.
Hardest Minecraft mod. Better than Chamber of Mod is one of those people to watch the world burn. Minecraft. Look, 5 seconds. Iron Man 2. It's just a process that you have to go. That was not how you have to.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Team Samurai X2. We're doing one of these. Another video where I ramble at the camera and then Vlad just. Oh, he didn't when I started the last one of these. Metaphor. Curtains are blue. So today I'm going to begin. After a couple of years, the LGS near me is finally emerging from the other side of a financial disaster. Management became popular right after COVID. They went all the way in on the product. The decision almost got work, and thankfully it bounced back. But it hasn't been. I've said it before, but LGS often operates on great margins. Unlike the business unit like acting and to a subsequent decision like after being converted by one card game, a lot by LGS. It's not hard to see why. And after they were merging, I well, they were selling not the new product. The shelf space and any circumstance filled with a rarity collection of Bandai Iron Age Overlord, they expressed to me frustration. Mummy pack, Over pack, and the Valiant Spectre pack that still not on their shelves. These sets are rough. Who has a good relation with visual cards? Sometimes they give them a functional money ring for some set that is full of desirable cards. Sometimes they saddle them with cards that aren't worth the cardboard they're printed on. Vision and it done, produced, and then shipped back in sets. Kind of baffling. It's not until you start to interrogate people bad sets, bad cards, start to read I'm going to talk about bad cards. Mako's Water Crab, Soul Murder's Fire Crab, every card in Valiant Smasher's not named Centurion that was immediately put into the bulk bin, and 3 months later Centurion. In short, we're going to ask the question, why do bad Yu-Gi-Oh cards exist? To begin with, and Parfa, you can just turn the video off now, let's talk a little bit about Magic the Gathering. So bad cards are unique to Yu-Gi-Oh. The granddaddy of all card games, Magic the Gathering has packs filled with pack filler. I mean, obviously. In Magic the Gathering, that pack filler serves 3 specific purposes. The first is draft. Magic the Gathering packs have to be designed in such a way that they facilitate a kind of sealed play called draft format, which individuals pass an open pack around, taking what they believe is the most powerful card in it, until everyone has enough cards to build a sealed deck. If you play Yu-Gi-Oh! At all, Battle Pack Draft is kind of like this. Now, the existence of this format necessitates the existence of cards that are kind of mid. You can't just print bombs into a set, then it's completely undraftable. Everyone's going to look at each other for 7 turns until they drop a Grizzlebrand. You have to pack the pack full of things like individual monsters that fill out a curve, additional pieces of removal that are likely to come up in a lower powered environment, and even like bad utility lands. Now, I should mention, this justification for the inclusion of bad cards in the Magic the Gathering boosters has gotten a little more sus in recent years. Magic has exploded outward into this disgusting hydra of content, and now there's like 15 different versions of each individual pack that you can open, some of which are designed for draft, and some of which are bombs and special chocolatey tiny cards. And then I think they walked some of that back. I'm actually unclear as to the state of draft boosters right now. But you'll notice Yu-Gi-Oh! Has functionally no way to play sealed, unless you count pre-release, a format that most OTSs don't even bother running, just hosting a constructed tournament for the prizes that a pre-release would give. So we'll have to check out some of the other excuses for the existence of bad cards. Magic the Gathering, sometimes cards are bad for conditional reasons. There's like a billion different formats to play Magic. Unless you want to play paper, then you probably should just have a commander deck. Each of those different formats has a different power level and a different requirement for what a card has to do in order to be considered playable. Take a card like Sylvan Primordial. In Gatecrash's standard environment, this card was terrible, obviously. It costs too much, the payoff is too low, but this card was banned in Commander for a significant amount of time because, well, it turns out if you can trigger its effect like 9 or 10 times, it's actually crazy. In Yu-Gi-Oh! We really only have the one format, so it's not really like you can evaluate a card on the basis of it being good in one specific format, not another. Other than one. I guess, like, Redaplan Ambulo Melodies is, like, really good at NR. It's close as we're gonna get. But there is one other reason reason that bad cards exist in Magic the Gathering, and that's as story beats. This is probably the justification for bad cards that I think translates the most effectively to Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic the Gathering, sometimes you get like a 3-mana 3/3 that's a vanilla, but all that space on the card is used to tell a pretty compelling story. Maybe it's a poem or a passage or a conversation in flavor text. Maybe the art is super expressive, and because there's nothing else on the card, you focus on it. The equivalent in Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be those 30 or 40 unplayable branded cards that nonetheless fill in a ton of the gaps in the Ecclesia and Albaz storyline. I want to touch on one other justification that's frequently given to the existence of bad cards, and that comes from Hearthstone. Hearthstone is such a good game, man. Not only because it's recently celebrated its 10-year anniversary, and it remains the, I think, only consistently successful CCG, or maybe Shadowverse counts, but also because the person who developed it, Ben Brode, spent a ton of time explaining why he did the things he did. And one of the things that he did was explain why bad cards exist in a game that doesn't have a draft mode that works the same way Magic the Gathering one does. He described bad cards as a learning experience for the player. For instance, if you see in the core set a 1/4 3-mana creature, day one you don't really have a good understanding as to whether that's a good card or not. But if you then see a 1/4 creature with taunt in an expansion set, even if it's a brand new player, you can intuit that the 1/4 vanilla is less good than that other card. And then you start drawing conclusions. Well, if there's already a card that outclasses that card, then any cards that outclasses are probably bad as well. You start to build an internal sense of stats and abilities that the vanilla should be getting you. And that type of understanding is fundamental for your ability to evaluate cards in contexts like Arena, where that's like the major skill being tested. This is a really cool idea. But unfortunately, I don't think it translates to Yu-Gi-Oh! Very well. The reason for that is that Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards are insanely complicated. There's almost no way a new player can determine if a card is good or bad based on a cursory glance. Show them a card like the Black Goat Laughs and ask them if this card is strong or not. A significant amount of people will tell you, of course it is. It's like a weird prohibition style effect that absolutely bodies certain decks. A certain other group of people will tell you, no, obviously not. This is a card that has to be activated after being set, and for that reason it competes with other auto-win trap cards that should be winning you the game on the spot. Unless you're playing a very specific deck, in which case the power of this card also relies contextually on the power of a deck like Labyrinth. And you know what's awesome? I couldn't even tell you which one of those people is correct. There are some scenarios in which Yu-Gi-Oh! Does a pretty good job of teaching players what's good and what's not. Frequently, a bannably strong effect will be found on a card that has an archetypal lock on it. The existence of the banned card should probably clue players in that this effect is so good that you might want to decide to play an archetypal deck that has access to that ability. But outside of like straight up one-to-ones, it's almost impossible to evaluate two individual cards, especially for new players. Which brings us back to Yu-Gi-Oh! So why do we print cards that are terrible? What was the purpose of releasing archetypes like Memento or Valmonica that no matter how much support we give them in subsequent sets, will never generate a fan base excited to play them, or any sort of relevant win condition? We've determined it isn't because of sealed play considerations like draft, because we don't have it. We've determined it isn't because there are considerations for other formats, because we don't have those. And we've determined that it isn't to teach new players what bad cards are, because they can't figure it out anyway. So why do they exist? Well, the cynical reason is that we print bad cards because the release schedule demands it. There has to be a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Set every X couple of months, regardless of if the metagame is in a good place or a bad place. And by releasing a bad set that has no impact on advanced format while the format is healthy, Konami can ensure they don't have to worry about anything game-breaking emerging in the next couple of months before they have to shill out another one. Rather than pack filler existing to facilitate playing a different game with the packs or teaching new players lessons from the cards included therein, they exist because the packs have to. And then those packs sit on LGS shelves until they give up. Truth be told, I don't think this system really works for anyone. It sucks for LGSs to have to stock packs that just do not move. It sucks for players to feel like any given set is like a coin flip as to whether it will absolutely change the meta in every conceivable way or make no impact whatsoever. And I can't imagine it's good for Konami either. Just go to their investors every 6 months and be like, yeah, half our products didn't sell at all. Instead, I'd like to see any of the other approaches to bad cards. Either print fewer cards, so stop stuffing packs full of chat, introduce sealed mode, so there's a reason for their inclusion, give us other formats, so cards that are contextually powerful, or include cards that are simple. Players can determine if they are strong or not based on the cards that they already have. Anything what we're doing now.
Minecraft has changed a lot over the years. So many features have been, so there are bound to be some that will. These features have lost their relevancy, and new updates bring new features to replace them. Others might purposely be secret or provide little at all. I have compiled a list of 20 features over the years. Every one of these, very few might use it, no one uses that at all. Crazy? Without further ado. Starting off in 2018 was true. I just wanted to bottom because it's meant to be first out of the way. This is a gift to go around with for a little. What these features do is give the player different views. Option husband, which change navigating 1.9. We're adding this a way to ensure that shaders of the was functional. Still, we're just active. On to 19th is short, which is somewhat useful. For the short was supposed to be one of the words. It's that good. Last time we had a picture. Surrounding. No one uses anything. They just have a room. It's a name for this picture. Rabbits hide, rabbits but and rabbits too. That's a question. Rabbits hate rabbits but less people that more much rabbits only use emotionally. Bring up a computer. Rabbits too can invade using rabbits meat. It costs quite a bit. Like 7 million. This is not worthwhile in my opinion. For a biome that does not have many features that make you realize how much house but really no house don't have smart in its mind. That's an emotional mind. Emotions are biology. I'm more commonly finding items than it. I have more opposite. The changes does get in. Bring the time. What is supposed to be is shared boundaries. I really use it. Not able to be professional, I no value to the player aside from company. How much more to say what? The team is going to be the potion of weakness. I've seen anyone apply this potion in their survival world. I did it only once when it first came out, many updates. Wrong, it is a fun potion. There's only a 10% chance without looting and getting around, but statistically, I don't think you can get rabbits for one of these potions at a nice price to pay. How big a building will be worthwhile if jump boost allowed each of 1.5, allowed each 2.5, or I'd like to quickly mention that if you're enjoying the video, appreciate you subscribing and for liking the video. More videos like this one. Back to the video. 14th spot is chain armor. Armor sets hard to come by because you can only get them in survival by trading with villagers, finding them in structures around the world, or off zombies and skeletons. Leather acts as the wood tier of the armors, and chainmail acts as the stone variant. It offers more protection than leather armor, but it's an iron. Very low chance that when you find this armor, you will. It doesn't take much time to make an iron armor set if you're out mining for a while. Chain armor would be cool to obtain a set of good survival. Trophy. You can craft this set currently. However, in 1.8 and earlier versions, you are able to keep yourself fire in creative as a recipe to construct the armor. Technically, crafted, not have it. Sub number 13, Dead Bush. Can be found in deserts, badlands, and the old Brook Taiga. This few decoration things do not use. No incentive to find them. You almost always find a source of fuel nearby. Decoration is the thing to look at. The thing that is interesting about the Dead Bush is that you the number 2. Okay. Stumbling upon it. Update. Not bad until you add it. Device. Yeah, I'm not sure why this never left this long. Sure that is September.
This is very stupid. You never know when it might be useful. This is much better. Holy shit, these liches are everywhere. A deep dark biome, where this leads to, as it turns out, which is the last place I wanted to be. Eba. Jesus Christ, that bat literally spawned in front of my face. Jump scared me. Oh, whoa. Emeralds for cobblestone. What is this? Lava! There you are. Okay, I know what it is now. And I am noping the fuck out.
Is an absolute massive game, and a large part of that has to do with constant updates that you can see. Over time, more and more items, blocks, mobs, get added to the game to make the experience like Minecraft more fun and interesting. However, when new items get added to the game, they aren't always different from features that sometimes a new item will be added that very similar goal to an item that is already in. The items are or with new upgrades. I feel like Minecraft broke the game down. Oh, time I see there will be number one heavily up next to you. Then let's take a look at some ones that are really updates that are awesome. I'm not going to be covering items that are interesting to see how the game anyways, if you make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, right to the first. I want to start with the item that actually inspired me. Before I say what this item was, I first. Not just that Minecraft